Hey, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, trackers. 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 Good morning, morning, trackers. Good morning, trackers. Good morning, trackers. Good morning, trackers. How you guys doing? I had to make a turn, so I couldn't do anything. Today is March 27th, 2019. Today's Wednesday, hump day. Get your groove on day. Throw your back out day. Do what you need today. All right, so I have 2 more days to get to Friday weigh day, and then I have until Monday to get to monthly weigh day. Yesterday I bought pizzas for the kids, had them in the car for an hour, did my work, went in, ate some pepperoni and some pizza toppings. If I eat, period, I'm screwed for the rest of the day. I'm screwed. So then I kept eating. Kept eating, kept eating, kept eating, kept eating, kept eating, kept eating, kept eating. I weighed 287.6, so I went up a pound and a half. I screwed up everything. I did go dancing last night. I'm supposed to go dancing tonight. Much as I don't want to perform with the class, I think I'm suckered into performing with the class unless somebody can't make it, and then I get the time off. Don't want to perform. Don't want to perform. Don't want to go pay to go perform. That is so stupid. All right. So back to what we're talking about. Poll of the day. Poll of the day. Poll of the day. Poll of the day. I don't have a good poll today. This is why I need your guys' help to start seeing things that you want polls of the day of. We could do keto or other. Yeah. If you're doing a keto diet, which I think is close to paleo diet, thumbs down. You know, caveman emojis, animal emojis. No, that will be not good. Something. If you're doing vegan, vegetarian, or normal diet, or just calorie count or whatever, do thumbs up and happy faces or whatever you want to put. Okay, so hack of the day. Since we're discussing diets, everybody needs different food. Some of us may need all meat. Some of us may need all vegetables. Some of us may need a combination of both. Some of us may need more fish. Some of us may need other things. You have to find for your body what is right for you. Now, since this is a mind, body, and soul, that we're trying to fix our mind, our body, and soul, we've already discussed how to fix how much you eat, what you eat. What you eat is a little bit harder because society tries to dictate what you eat. You live in the West. The West eats different than the East. North America eats different than South America. Your culture eats different than the other cultures. So you were born into a culture, into a place to either struggle and learn what you need to eat or to eat whatever they feed you and how to struggle to maintain it. I don't know what path you're on, but those are the two choices. Now, if you find your rays, you find your main chakras, you find the ray you're on, you will find your food type that your body needs. If you do not eat your food type, your body will not be happy. 2, think of everything as natural. Think that all these wonderful things that we come up with that's not natural, that's man-made, is times that we live in, times we have to battle with. But we were put here in this area of time, in this area of place, to live through whatever we're living through, but also given what we're able to eat. Now, it says if it wasn't naturally grown here, it wasn't meant to be. Well, if it wasn't meant to be, people wouldn't have invented it. So, now it could be invented as a saboteur, or it could be invented as a good thing. You have to honestly sit back and decide which is which for your body. Some of you could live on a liquid diet. Some of you need roughage. Some of you need meat. It's all changes. So you have to dig deep, find out who you are, find out who you're supposed to be, find out what you're supposed to be living through, find out what you're doing that will make your body, mind, and soul happy. Now, we can tell you how to eat. We can tell you what to eat. Doesn't mean it'll make your mind, body, and soul happy. You have to figure out. You have to figure out when you can eat, what you eat, how you eat. Some people really honestly need to eat 4 or 5 times a day, small little portions. Some people like myself, that's a saboteur. As soon as I put something in my mouth, 2 hours later, 3 hours later, I'm hungry. Now, how am I able to wait till 4:30 and eat and feel satisfied? I don't know, because you would think if I eat at 4:30, 5 o'clock, by 7:30, 8 o'clock, I'm hungry. But 2 things happen at 7:30, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. One, I am either out too busy to worry about it, so I'm distracted. Or 2, if I'm really hungry and I'm not out distracted, I could go to bed. So I have a hack for the next feeding time if I eat at 4:30. Now, am I hungry? Yes, I'm hungry. Hungry? Does it make a difference that I'm hungry? Not really. I'm hungry. Oh, wow. I'm angry. I'm hangry. The other H word. I'm a whole bunch of things during the day. Okay. But it's like any other emotion or feel of need. Acknowledge it, but does it mean it rules your life? No. Does it mean that it makes your day? No. You can let it rule your world, but it doesn't mean it has to. My body doesn't need to eat except for once a day. The pains are too big sometimes, and I have to eat. I can't stop it. If I eat now, which I'd love some eggs and some toast, but I'd be hungry. It's 9:40, 1 o'clock I'm eating again. 3 o'clock I'm eating, 4 o'clock I'm eating again. Or I could wait till 4. Now, how do I get to that? Well, that's a different story. Normally, you're supposed to be busy during the day. If you're not busy during the day, if you're not tracking what you're doing, you need to. Right now, the kids are home for 2 weeks. 2 of the kids are home for 2 weeks. So I'm going to get home. We're going to do some yard work. After yard work, we're going to go work on the back end of the patio. After we work on the back end of the patio, we are going to have a break. And that's probably about 12-ish. Now, they're going to eat at 12-ish. I'm going to be hungry at 12-ish because they're eating, so I'm going to hide in my room and work on the computer. But that is where we are. Now, if we are doing everything right, we are in a happy place. We are doing everything we need to do. But you have to know your body to get there. You have to know your body to get there. So, this is more on the soul side. This is more on the not the mind side, because the mind can think whatever it wants. The body can be whatever it wants. The soul has to be fed for you to eternally be happy. So, dig a little bit deeper. Just because society tells you got to be a vegan does not mean that's the best thing for you. Just because society says you have to eat meat doesn't mean that's the best thing for you. Just because you were born in the West does not mean that you weren't supposed to eat like somebody from the East. Just because you were born in the East does not mean that you weren't supposed to eat like somebody in the West. Just because the food is made in the West does not mean that it's not a saboteur food. Just because food is made in the East does not mean it's a saboteur food. Just because we invent it doesn't mean it's right. Just because it was natural doesn't mean it's right. Here's the good thing. You can eat berries. Okay? Berries are good. Berries are natural. There's some berries that are poisonous. See what I mean? Not all things are natural. Some of us have an allergic reaction. You can eat nuts, you can eat berries. Eat nuts, eat berries, you die. Eat nuts, eat berries, eat shellfish, you die. Can't eat shellfish. I even have shrimp or something inside of fried rice, which happens every once in a while. I start swelling up. Okay? Your body is unique to you. You have to learn what your soul and body needs. Once you're able to do that, it makes dieting a whole lot easier and a whole lot better. So, even though you're on a path right now, find out what path your soul needs. Find out what path your mind needs. Because your mind can tell you to eat whatever. Your mind already plays tricks on you. Your emotion can tell you to eat whatever. Your emotion already plays tricks on you. Your cravings, think about that. There's cravings and there's addictions. When I'm low on calcium, I crave milk, I crave ice cream, I crave anything that has to do with calcium. When I'm low on iron, I crave meat, When I'm low on a vitamin, I crave that food. Your body automatically, naturally knows. So think about that. When you get cravings, now, sugar is an addiction craving, not really to worry about. Salty food, not really worried about. Crunchy food, not really worried about. Fried food, not really worried about it. But when you crave, I mean craving for 1, 2, 3 days in a row. Find out what it is that you're craving. It may not be the food, because if the food fluctuates, like I said, when I don't have enough calcium in my body, I'll start craving ice cream, I'll start craving milk, I'll crave chocolate milk, I'll crave cereal, I'll crave calcium type food. I really crave it. And I ignore it. And then I start cramping up. I start having issues with it. And I'm like, oh shit, I need to eat some calcium. Iron, same thing. So think about it this way. Your body does try to tell you things without you knowing. Your mind can fight it. You could be on the diet and you can fight it. Your body tells you when you need to eat. You have to learn how to hack it. So those are the things. That's the hack of the day. Poll of the day down below. Do all the wonderful things you need to do. Today is VPN Day. National VPN Day. Why? Why should it be National VPN Day? Well, for me and millions of baseball fans, we get blackouts. You get a VPN, you pick a state or a city a team that you don't care about, you don't have blackouts anymore. And that is very, very important. You don't have blackouts, you don't have blackouts. You pick a time period, time, place where you might even be able to get your shows 3 hours earlier. And you don't have blackouts. Good entertainment. Plus, security. People can't hack into your system if you're on a VPN. Okay, safety. They don't know where you're at when you're on VPN. There is no cyber stalkers. There are no stalkers anymore. Now, and you don't get throttled. And your service provider can't say how much bandwidth you take, because you're going straight out to the VPN, virtual private network, whatever it's called, and you're done. Okay, you did that. That is the main thing. Now, let's go past that. Bad things. Well, now that Norton, which all its money trying to get into a thing, it keeps telling you about all the VPNs that sell your information. All the VPNs that do this. All the VPNs that do that. Okay. Everybody gets hacked. No matter where your information is, it's not safe. Norton has probably been hacked so many times just because people that want to prove that Norton's not really good security either hacks it or puts a virus that Norton can't get, etc. There's no one safe if they want to get to you. Selling your information, AI. I personally enjoy quite a bit of AI. Quite a bit of AI. AI is great for whatever my need is at the time, whatever my last searches are, whatever I've been interested in starts showing up. And yes, it's paid advertisement most of the time, but it's still stuff I was looking for. And gives me opportunity to see if their paid advertisement is still good. You still have to decide whether it's good or bad for you. But you have opportunity now of places that you didn't know before. So, but go back, get a VPN day. VPN day. I'm going home. As soon as I set my computer, it's VPN day. I will get my computer, it's 9, it'll be 10:30. I will get there in an hour and a half at 12 o'clock. I have to fertilize and weed kill the lawn. I have to fertilize and weed kill everything else. I have to get it all done. So that is what we're working on. Until then, people, I want you to be safe. I want you to keep tracking. I will see you at Trackers SC. Go over for the recipes. Go over for the recipes. Now, how are we going to do recipes for this one? I don't know. I guess we'll find out when we get to Facebook. Pictures. How are we going to do pictures of this one? I don't know. I guess we'll find out when we get to Instagram. So, but until then, keep tracking. I will see you at Trackers SC. Be safe. Keep tracking.